Okay, yeah, so today we're going to be covering the settings and in Zoom and information to protect you on it as well. Okay, first we're going to talk about what video calling is, how we're going to install Zoom on your mobile devices and laptops and desktops, as well as how to schedule them with the free and the free/pro version, and how to schedule them as well. And you'll be able to see the different meeting options as well. Okay, first, what's video calling? As we've talked about video calling the other sessions, a video call is similar to a phone call, but the difference is it runs right off the internet instead of your cellular connection plan, and it also shows your video and audio at the same time, not just your audio. The downsides to video calling are that everyone needs to use that application. So if you don't have it, you won't be able to talk to them. And sometimes you can find that that video can sometimes be not clear, or the audio could stop working because of your internet connection. And it always requires one compared to other options. Note, you can use on LTE as well. Okay, first, yeah, so Zoom has a limit of 100 participants, and there's a 40-minute time limit for free calls. But it works on all major devices such as Apple, Android, and other computers. First, we're going to tell you about how to use it, how to download it. So if you want to download it for your desktop computer, you can go to zoom.us/download. And this link will give you the installation links for iPads, iPhones, Android devices, and mobile PCs as well. And for desktop computers, you will also be able to use this website, zoom.us, to actually use the web version as well. Note, it doesn't have as many of the options as the desktop client. Okay, first, download Zoom. We're going to click download now. And for Zoom clients, if you need a different version, there's other options in the download center as well if you have an older device. And you'll simply follow the prompts that it gives you to install it. So if you want to install it on a mobile device, such as Google Play Store or Apple App Store, you're going to go to the devices App Store, Google Play for Android, Apple App Store for iOS, Mac, and other devices. And then you're going to look for the Zoom logo. Okay, next we're going to talk about how to sign in or sign up for Zoom. And first, you're going to go to, once you've downloaded it, you're going to click sign in or sign up. If you want to sign up with Google, Facebook, or single sign-on for corporations, well, you probably won't use it though. Those are options. You just click sign in and that will create an account for you. Or you can click sign in to sign to your existing account with your Zoom email or password, or you can click sign up for free. Okay. Here, and once you're in the Zoom app, you're going to see that you can start the meeting immediately by clicking new meeting. Or if you're trying to join a meeting such as this, you can click join an existing meeting as well if you know the meeting ID. Always, you can also use the link if you're given a link, and it will open inside of Zoom. As well, you can schedule a meeting. So if you want to have a meeting with your friends or family or another group, yes, so you can schedule your meetings for later. And if here's an update, you also see there's updates at the top. If you want to, once you click the join button, you'll have to give a meeting ID or a personal link. And it depends if you're joining and you'll have to get that link from the person. Then you can choose what you want to show. So for example, they would show cyber seniors if they were signing in as a cyber senior, or you'd put your name, whatever. And you can also choose to not connect to audio or your video as well. If you want to schedule a meeting, you can schedule the meeting with a specific topic, check what you can set a time and date specifically in advance, and you can decide if you want a password. Note, I would highly recommend you have a password and to also enable the waiting room, which will be in the next section. Okay, so here you can see that you have an option to enable the waiting room. That's an option where every user that logs in with the password that you added will have to wait until you let them in. Otherwise, someone can easily hack into your video call. And for that same reason, just don't put any personal information on here. As well, you can schedule it, and you can add alternate hosts. So if you have someone else you want to host as a friend, if you want all the hosts, you can always edit that when you're in the Zoom meeting as well. Okay, do you want to invite someone? After you've already created the meeting, go to the meeting section and then click copy invitation. Then you can add it to an email, text message, or other information. So these are the desktop and mobile options. You'll see here that you can invite people. You can see there's many different options. So first, I'm going to say you see that the picture of the face. You can see that you can see on both sides, and that's pretty much the screen, so you can view other people. And okay, so meetings are recorded inside of Zoom's cloud network for free users. For premium users, sometimes it can be hosted at somewhere else. But yes, they can be hosted. They are saved in Zoom's cloud along with the video and audio, and can be used for other information. Okay. You can see that at the top, in the middle, you can see in this example, you can see that the other person's video. Okay, and then you can see at the top on the computer, at the top middle, or on a mobile device in the top right, you can see the picture of how you look and how you are visible to other people. Okay, do you want to start or stop a video? Simply click the stop video button or start video, and it will say that button option for you. And that's the same button on mobile or on desktop, and you can see the top one is for computer menu, the bottom is for mobile. So stop video does not stop the meeting. Stop video simply stops showing your picture. So example, you can see my face and you can see the virtual background. You can see me. But for example, if I click stop video, you wouldn't be able to see me. And that's helpful if you're going to a presentation or something, you don't want people to see you. And you can always start that back up. Do you want to adjust video settings? You're going to click the arrow facing the top at the bottom side of the screen on desktop, and then you can pick the camera that you want to select, as well as virtual backgrounds. And virtual backgrounds are special pictures you can add to the back so that people can't see around you. Do you want to invite people? You're simply going to click invite on the desktop or participants on the mobile or desktop to send an invitation so you can invite other people to the meeting. Virtual backgrounds. You have many preset virtual backgrounds you can choose from, but should you not like them, some of them can also be videos. Should you not like them, you can always use them. And you can always click the plus to add a personal picture to the back. To choose a virtual background on your phone or tablet, click the More button, and then you'll click Virtual Background. Then you can choose a pre-selected image. And there are the equivalent settings of clicking the meeting options. Do you want to mute your microphone? Just click mute, and that will stop sharing your voice. and you can turn that on and off as well. And it's the same on mobile or desktop. You can select the microphone and the speaker you want to use. As well, you can also test how you sound. So you can test it before. I usually use this just so then you can make sure you can hear your microphone. Yes, so you can test your speaker and the audio settings as well. You can also choose to have it so you can see everyone that's here, or you can select the gallery view. Next, we're gonna you can see here, you can switch from the gallery view to the speaker view. So you can see gallery view is everyone, speaker view is just the person speaking or presenting. If you click the flip camera, and this is only available on mobile, you can show the front versus the back camera as well. But since most computers do not have a back camera, it's only available on mobile. So if you want to record your meeting, you'll click the record button beside the green button. Looks like a white circle. And after that, it will say at the top that it's recording. And you can choose this to record on the Zoom server or your desktop. You can also find the cloud recordings by logging into your account at zoom.us. Do you have any reactions that you want to send to the group? You can easily send them. And these are like emojis and other reactions that you'd want to say. Chat. So this is a great option if you want to send a message like you are now, if you have a question during a meeting, or if you want someone to pick you to speak next, and we'll also get into the raise hand function. Okay, so next you can see that you can choose, and this option is only available if you're one of the meeting hosts is manage participants. And this is where, you can actually raise your hand, but besides that, you need to be a meeting host to stop someone's video or to remove them from the meeting. Sharing your screen. Sharing your screen is a great option if you want to share your screen to the group. Note, this can be enabled or disabled with your choice. Adjusting sharing options. Here you can see that, and to access the sharing these options, you're first going to click the arrow beside share screen, and then you click advanced sharing options. From here, you can select who can share their screen. And you can also select if you want to show two screens at the same time. So if two people want to show their screen. The purpose of showing your screen is like I am now, I'm sharing my PowerPoint. You can also share, so if, let's say we're, for example, you were in a one-on-one session and I was helping you out. It's helpful because you can share your screen, especially while we're working remotely right now, and then the other person can see and guide you through the steps at the same time. Next, we're going to go over accessibility settings. These are very helpful if you have had problems with that you need to see text, or if your vision has gotten worse. And you can make the font size however large you'd like for the subtitles, and that's closed captioning. And you can access that by entering your settings and then clicking video settings or audio settings, and then clicking closed captions. Do you want to end a meeting? To end a meeting, you need to be a host, but if you're not a host, you also see you can just click leave and you'll be able to leave the meeting on your end. But if you are hosting it on mobile, you will see that it says leave, and that's where the end button will be as well. Okay, finally, Zoom has many different purchasing options, and what you'll use depends on what you're going to use it for. So for example, the free version, you can have as many one-on-one sessions as you want, or group sessions, but there's a limit. So if you have more than 3 people, in the call at the same time, and so that would be 3 devices. You would have, there's a 40-minute limit, and you also will not have as many support options as well, and but you can change your passwords. Besides that, and we can get into that a little bit more next, these are the things I usually would say is to make sure they're marked off would be enabling the meeting password. The join by link is helpful if you need to share it with someone, but also ensure that you lock the meeting afterwards. As well, the waiting room is very helpful if you want if you want people to access it, but you want to be to control who comes in and out. And you can mute people. You can, if you're the owner of the meeting, you can use these options, as well as muting people on entry and disabling camera on entry.